sitting here having a private conversation with the country boy. Thank you. Thank you.
Got
Thank
a
you. I
whole
sure
crowd.
appreciate it.
I just realized that we're not. I said they are not live. Go ahead, country boy. Introduce us real quick.
Are we on? We on? We live? Oh, we live. I'm sorry.
I didn't do the introduction because you held it long enough.
Never mind, never mind. Look here. Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah. Welcome. I said welcome to another edition of Monday Speak On It. With me, your boy, the Louisiana Country Boy, the loud mouth of the South. That's me. It is I. And my co-host, the Lil Diva, right there sitting right there. And I ain't going to be before you long because the reason I ain't going to be before you long is because I got two divas sitting up here on the screen right now. So I'm going to shut my trapper. I'm going to get as much out as I can. So, because they ain't going to tell me to shut up. When I'm on the scene with two women, I know my place. I'm going to sit over here and I'm going to be quiet. But before I be quiet, I'm going to say, look at here. It is an honor. It is an honor. It is a privilege for the old country boy to be here with one of Houston's stars. Oh, we talking about the singer. Our old country boy can't sing, but she's a singer. Boy, I tell you, she has the voice of an angel. Not like old country boy now, don't y'all get no free. But she has the voice of an angel. And if y'all seen me, y'all know I don't just talk nobody up. I just say what's on my heart and what the good Lord gives me. She has the voice of an angel. She has a heart as big as the state of Texas. This old boy is beyond the shadow of a doubt. I'm gonna shut up after this, but this for me. This old boy right here is honored. It is an honor to have her sitting here tonight. She's got a story, like we all have a story, but she's got a story, and she is going to take whatever time she needs, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it takes. Might be an hour. Y'all don't know how the old country boy can do it. He can write some things, and then she might sing something for she need. But look here. It is an honor. It is a privilege to have you here, Miss Tiffany. I thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart, and I mean that. I mean that. I mean that. We talking Texas proud. So look here. Old country boy, I said what he did say. So now guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit back, relax, put on my headgear.
You so crazy, but I love you to death. If you wasn't crazy, you wouldn't be able to be my friend. Tiffany, how are you? This is a long time coming. We've been trying this for a year.
Yes, thank y'all for having me. I'm honored to be on the show, and I thank y'all so much for asking me and allowing me to share the platform to tell my story, to tell my my life and my singing career.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I made sure I want to also thank you because we had to squeeze us in there. I know you at practice, and that's like, first of all, I'm just happy. It's so many people don't have practice. I'm like, Tiffany got practice. They be practicing. Some of these other bands, they don't have practice. So when I hear you say, I say, that's what I'm talking about, practice.
We rehearse, girl. We rehearse.
Yes,
You know, if you don't have rehearsal, you can't get better.
you can't
So
get
we make
better.
sure that we have our rehearsals. We argue about our, I gotta fight them because they all mean. But
Yeah,
at the end of the day, I gotta get my rehearsal in, and they know I have rules, and this is what it's gonna be. This is one of my pet
exactly.
peeves that we have to rehearsal because how we play is how we rehearse. So yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
hey, I'm gonna just say one thing, Tiffany. I got a mic now. If some of them fellas be acting up, old country boy step right on up in there.
Have you heard him sing, Tiffany?
I'm just letting you know.
No, you know, I need
Old
to
country
He got
boy
a little.
step.
He sang. He sang. I won't complain yesterday.
all
He do a
right.
little something, something. He do a little something, something.
Okay, okay,
You have
that's
to
like my
check
favorite
his
song.
watch his live sometime. They're very
Mhm.
inspirational. He'll bust out in a song in a minute. That
Okay,
or
I have to listen.
yeah, that or tears. One of the two or both.
Okay.
So let's talk to me about. Just tell me um how did singing come to you? Have you all been singing since a little girl? Like when did you start the music
I,
thing?
s- Girl, I started singing when I was 6 years old.
Really?
My father is a pastor. He was a pastor in Beaumont, Texas, and we had a house right on the side of the church.
Of the church.
And yes, and that's where I sung. I sung in the church.
Yeah.
So when I became about 18, I started that's when I started singing like in these talent shows, and
Mm.
they had a little I'm actually from Beaumont, Texas. I
Okay.
was raised in Beaumont, Texas, and they had this like talent search that you get on in these hotels. So I started with that and found myself ready to move to Houston. I moved to Houston when I was about 18, about right after I graduated, baby. I was on the first thing smoking.
Smoking.
Get out of Beaumont and to get into Houston. So
Beaumont's so big, though. It would seem like that still would be just as cool as Houston.
nah,
It's
no
slower than
ma'am.
Houston.
It's no ma'am. I had to get up
Oh,
out of Beaumont. If I would
Yeah.
have stayed in Beaumont, I would have been in a lot of trouble.
we glad you here.
It's a small world. So Beaumont wasn't the
That was
place.
where you needed to stay.
So I thank God He allowed me to move. When my brother say he was getting married, I say I'm getting married with my brother. I'm going with my brother. So I left with my brother and I came to Houston. And then I got into more talent shows, and then I started meeting more people, and then I decided to get a manager. I got a
Mm.
manager, and I was in R&B field. I was on Apollo. I
Wow.
signed with Motown Records until they decide that Andre Harrell and Al B. Sure at the time took over, and that didn't work out. So my album that I did with Al B. Sure actually got shelved.
Wow.
Um, After that, I decided, you know what, I want to have. I'm ready for a family.
Mm.
So I decided that's when I had my first baby, which was Jalen.
Mhm.
Um, and once I had him, I went on. Actually, I was pregnant when I went on to Apollo. I was pregnant and didn't know it with my second child. So, after I found out I was pregnant the second time, I decided that, it's time for all the touring. I got tired of touring. I just wanted to take care of my family. I met my husband, and I've been with my husband for going on 31 years.
Really?
We've been married for 29.
What a
And
blessing.
yeah, so that's why he's so spoiled. He's spoiled and he be wanting to eat. When he ready to eat, he wanted me to stop everything I'm doing. He
To
don't
make
care
sure
if
he
I'm
eats.
singing for him to eat. So he be interrupting. He be trying to embarrass me. So I have to put my foot down.
And when you got to put your foot down, they know. You try not to go there, but they be knowing.
Yeah.
Let me
I
back
be
up.
like,
Hey, Miss
when I
Tiffany.
look at, go ahead.
Hey, Miss Tiffany. As long as you put the plate down with your foot.
Yeah, but now that when I give them eyes, when I look at him, when y'all see me on my live and y'all see me looking at him kind of crazy, he already know to
Know
leave
what
me the
that look
hell
is.
alone. Exactly. So that's basically, where I'm at now. My kids are all grown. Of course, y'all know
Yeah.
Jalen was killed last year, April the 27th,
Right.
by
Let me ask you this really quick. You said so. I saw you the first time playing live at Corner Lounge, I think, like off the
the
Beltway. I think I saw
corner.
Corner.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so so I'm friends with Andre Seville. He's
Okay.
the one told me that you had. Oh no, she been doing things. She used to do da da da. So you had so this is like your second life almost, to be honest with you. But he had told me
Basically,
about your career prior and that you used to do R&B, and so now I get to hear. So and I didn't know if Andre knew what he was talking about or not, but so
yeah, I have sung with the best. I was
got
on
it.
tour with Mary Mary. We did
Wow.
a play together. We was on tour with that. It was Johnny Gill.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been around.
Yeah.
I was able to sing "Happy Birthday" to Denzel Washington. So it's I've been around for a minute. I
So you're not
decided.
new to this, like some may think.
Absolutely not. No, I'm just a lot of people think I'm new because they just don't know.
Right.
But hey, I've been through to where I learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I had to deal with a lot of things that I didn't know that I know better now.
Mm-hmm.
So the music business as of today is so much different than it was when I was coming up. You had to do a lot. Now
Mm-hmm.
it's all about social media. You don't have to do so much like you
Hmm.
did
Back
prior.
then,
Yeah, so um I'm excited. I'm excited. I've just
I see
recently
you
signed.
joined and you just signed to another a
Yes, a
label.
record company, JBE. That's
Mm,
Jeter Jones. He's out of Mansville, Louisiana.
yeah.
So I signed with him. I've been with him for about a month, and I love the record company. I love the people. I love everybody that's on his label. Sometimes you get on a label and everybody is against each other, and
Yeah.
it's not at all like that. We are
Right.
all screaming and hollering and doing promoting for each other, and that's what it
That's
takes to
really good.
get everybody going. So I appreciate, just what they done thus far. And I know that I'm gonna have a good future, and I'm excited. We just came out with one of my singles, Go Ahead and Leave. We did a video, and I know y'all
I
seen.
saw that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my husband is in that video. And he thinks he's a star now. So
Of course he
everywhere he
does.
And
go,
he
we
is.
be somewhere. Like when we went on a cruise, he like everybody say, "I seen you. You played your part," and he was so excited, because I made him a part of what I'm
Yes.
doing, and
Yeah.
it's so important as a married couple to make, especially in what I do, is
Right.
to make the
Right.
husband be a part of
Absolutely.
what you're doing, so that it won't be no issue. So he's a part.
Mhm.
He do a little managing. He do a little this and that. Wherever he's needed, he sets up all my stuff. He makes sure that if we don't have something, this is what we need to do, and he reminds me. So I am very flawed and honored that he is my husband, and he is just stepping in wherever he
That
can.
is so
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That is really good. So we're gonna move over if you don't mind changing over. I'm glad to hear that. Now I tell Andre, okay, well I didn't believe you at first, but I she told me today that you were telling the truth. Not that you weren't a magnificent singer when at that night. I mean, I was a chap invited me to see you, and I was like, oh my god! And I don't know if you know, well, you probably realize it now. That's what I do. I like going to see different singers, and I tell people,
Hmm.
I promote them, I tell different. And when I have events, I try to bring those people I see. But that day I went there, I was like, my God, she can sing. So I went to tell Andre, I saw this lady, Tiffany Rachal, and she was like, Trina, we've been knowing Tiffany. I was like, oh. I was like,
And
this new
he
woman.
knows my family too. He knows my brother and
Oh.
his wife. So yeah, he knows my family. So
Got it, got it. I don't know everybody, but the next thing I want to kind of take us to a different area. Talk about your son Jalen. And we know that he was killed, and I didn't know it was. I don't know why I thought it was year before last. It went by. Wow. So April.
April the 27th of last year.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Well, at the time they were going, Jalen and his friend. I'm gonna say friend because I don't know. I know of his girlfriend that he had in the past, but this is somebody that was new. They got into it. He was pretty much allowing her to stay in his home. They got into it, and it went from one thing to the next. So a warrant must have went out. We didn't know about the warrant, but when they went in as a tactical team. They went into the neighborhood to serve the warrant. Um, he got into a vehicle with his friend. They was getting ready to go to the mall, and next thing you know, they took off and they didn't get out the neighborhood. They started driving, and an undercover police got behind them. Of course, we all know that undercover police does not have lights, so that they was driving around them and whatever. So when they noticed somebody was driving behind them, they knew at that point. I guess they knew that it was a police. So they turned the young man turned on his emergency lights, and he went slow. So, and in order for them to feel safe to stop, they was trying to get to his mother's house. So when he turned the corner, HPD came out of nowhere, did a pit maneuver, and turned the whole car around. So once the car was around to the car behind him, the young man that was the police got out of his car, which his name is Shane Privet. He got out his car. He told Jalen to put his hands. He didn't even get hands out of his mouth. He shot his gun. The gun hit. They saying that. Now I'm saying what they saying,
Right.
that the gun hit in Jalen's neck, in the front towards his chin area. And our autopsy say that he got hit from the back. So we're not quite sure where Jalen got hit from, but regardless to the point, wherever he got hit, it shouldn't have never happened.
Yeah.
And as he shot his gun, he says, "Oh shit." And that is a problem. And before all of it happened, he was in his car and he was live talking and stating that Jalen would not live. And then he changed it to leave the neighborhood. So to me, that's premeditated, because you basically said what you was going to do. And it was that particular officer, everything that he said, he did.
Wow.
So we are fighting for justice. As far as I know, God is going to make a way out of no way. He's going to stop this foolishness. I always say Jalen's death is going to open up many issues in our system to help people that's facing the same issue. You know that the jailhouse have issues with our kids not coming out of the jailhouse alive.
Yeah.
You know, just general people just getting tickets and not coming out, and have warrants or whatever. So my thing is, my request is for Chief Fenner to fire this policeman, Officer Shane Privet. It did not happen yet. They go back to the grand jury, because the first time it was a no action. So it goes back to the grand jury on the 16th of October. So once we get through that part of the indictment, I will feel a little better. But we still got work to do. We got a lot of work to do. So yeah. And y'all know that when Tyree Nichols died, me and my husband, we were supposed to fly, but remember it was a whole lot of weather issues. We ended up driving, and again we put our life on the line to drive down there, because I was the singer, and I had to get down there, and I refused to let anything stop me. So I got down there, I sung, it went very successful. I was able to get Jalen's story on national TV.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been all over with this here, to Washington D.C., to the Department of Justice. I supposed to go back, but unfortunately, due to my accident last week, it's not gonna allow me to fly. So yeah, this was unfortunate, and
but you are here.
I'm here. I'm standing. God has so much for me to do. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep fighting, not only for my son, because my son is now resting. It's our kids. It's our other kids that's out here, that all mothers need to come together and fight this fight, because it's everywhere. It's not just in Houston. It's in Atlanta. It's in Mississippi. It's really bad in Mississippi. They have lost their mind.
Wow.
So, with that being said, everybody, I ask everybody, if you can stand, stand. Don't be scared. Don't be, saying that I don't want to get involved, because I was that one. I was that one that kept saying, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to, because it has nothing to do with me. And I see people saying that now it has something to do with me. And I hate it to happen to me, for me to be able to stand. I'm sorry, y'all. I am
It's
in the
okay. I know.
so excuse me because it
Oh no, you're
went
fine.
dark.
That's
But
fine.
I'm able to say that it's me now. And I
Yeah.
am standing in the need of prayer. I am standing, and I'm going to keep standing, and I'm going to keep fighting regardless to what anybody say, So that's pretty much where I'm at.
Okay. And so we're hashtagging. Uh, I did the hashtag today. What is the hashtag again? Hashtag justice for Jalen. So y'all remember hashtag justice for Jalen. Country boy, I know you have some gems to drop, so let's hear it.
No, you know what? I just want to ask, and I hear you, Tiffany, and this is what I want to ask. Um, how are you? I'm not talking about Tiffany the singer. I'm not talking about Tiffany the advocate. I'm not talking about Tiffany the what's that other word? You know that you know them thing, them people that be getting that one. I can't even say the word because I'm too country. I want to know, because what and I ask this because sometimes nobody asks the very important question. How are you?
That's a good question. I am right now. I deal with the death of my son because, as you know, my mom died a month later. So I'm not only dealing with a son that I birthed, I'm dealing with the mother that birthed me. And I wonder sometimes when I'm gonna be able to grieve, because I haven't gotten there yet. Um, I try to stay busy to keep myself focused. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And I just try to stay focused. I try to stay focused. I try to stay busy because I never want to get myself where I'm sick, where I can't do what I need to do. So I I pray a lot. Um, I read certain scriptures in the Bible to kind of get me through, because I know every time a voice always come up on me to say that I'm not going to give you nothing that you can bear. And I know that, I believe in that. Sometimes I ask God, why me? And the first question that comes back to me, why not you? You're not different than nobody else, have came to these issues that we are having in the world. So I'm scared. Because I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that grief looks like. I tried to talk to somebody, but it just don't feel right to talk, because I really just don't have much to say to somebody that could possibly help me.
Mm.
So I'm just at this point, I really can't tell you how I'm doing, because I don't know what that looks like. Um, but I do know I've been in so many dark places to where I sleep, I stay in the bed. And Tony had to come home several times, multiple times, to say, Tiffany, okay, it's time to get up. And he raise up all of the blinds, and and I make myself get up, because I know that that place is not a good place. Um, I do have my moments where I just cry. I do have my moments where I go to the graveyard. Actually, Last week I had an accident, and I was on my way to put flowers on my mother and son's grave. And the moment I had the accident, I flipped over the car, like it flipped like 3 to 4 times. And all I did was held on to the steering wheel. And I was just asking God, to just get me through this part. And I say, just please stop sliding. I just kept asking them to please just stop the car and don't let nobody else hit me. Um, I didn't realize that I was upside down in the car when I finally stopped. And I was screaming and yelling and asking somebody to get me out of the car, please, because I have claustrophobia. So that wasn't good for me at all. But then I have a song that I wrote. My phone got thrown out the door, out the sunroof, and when it must have went down. I don't know where it landed or whatever. But a song that I sung, that I put out maybe 3 years ago, is called "Here I Am," and it just came on the radio. And the song say, "Here I am, it's me. I am standing here waiting for you to
Oh
save me."
my gosh.
This song,
Uh-oh.
I was like, okay, God, it got my attention. But when somebody asked me to come and grab their hand, I couldn't grab their hand because my leg was pinned up against the dashboard. So I couldn't move my leg. And I kept telling them my leg is stuck. So as soon as they lifted something up in the car, and I was able to remove my leg, I got out the window part of the car, because they had to break into the window.
Mm.
And the minute I got out, the louder the song got. But it was skipping. It wasn't quite, y'all know when y'all get away from your Bluetooth, it started skipping. And when it got louder, I just said, God, I hear you. So I calmed down. I was very calmed in. I walked. I was able to walk to the side and sit down because it felt like I wanted to pass out. Y'all, with this accident, I ended up with a slight concussion, 4 bulging discs in my back,
Oh my
and I
God.
hurt my leg. I could have been dead, but God said He's saving me. And He let it be known that I'm here. I'm with you. No matter what you thinking right now, I'm with you. I'm here with you. I felt my angels. I felt my mama. I felt my son. Because I'm telling y'all, this song, if you get a chance, go listen to the song. It's a very powerful song. And I was like, you know what, God? I'm not sure what you're telling me, but I need to get back in church. So I'm just so not in tune with church right now. I'm just so discombobulated with people and church.
Before Country Boy speaks, I want to just say this. You got so much to do. You said it yourself earlier. You have a lot to do. You got so much to do. And that was just letting you know that that's why it wasn't your time yet, because you got stuff to do. You got to still get justice for Jalen. You still have, and you have another son and a
I have
daughter.
two. No, I have two sons, which is Avon and Blake. Uh, Blake is 25 and Avon is 29.
Okay.
And we have a granddaughter that we are raising. Her name is Justice, and she is 15.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I would imagine if anything would have happened to me,
Hmm.
that wouldn't have been it's just not the right
Yeah.
time.
But we are so glad that you came through that. And it's a reason you did. Several things that you said about, some of the work that you have to do. I feel you on the church thing sometimes, but um, getting your attention, it's things have shook me up to where the same things. I feel you there, but just note that you're still here and you're still alive, and that you got work to do, and that's what it's saying. Not only just Justice for Jalen, but also the music, your music. I don't know if you saw the title of the show. It's called The Message in the Music. And I didn't even know any of this. And that just came to my head to put that, the message in the music. And then you talk about, you heard that song during this time. That just like, that's kind of why I got some goosebumps, because I was thinking, I just called it that. And then, yeah. So Timmy, I'm so happy you're here and you shared your story. I'm so glad that you survived last week, and it's gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be really, really good, and we're gonna continue to work with you for the justice for Jalen. And I'm gonna pass the mic, but I just want you to say your story is just so inspiring and motivating to me. My sister lost her fiance boyfriend some years ago, and she texted and said that's the same day that he was killed. Yeah. So, but thank you, Tiffany, for being so transparent and so honest. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you got old country boy here stood up. I ain't gonna even hold you long, and I ain't gonna even have a Sunday message. Well, I'm gonna have a Monday message for you. And I will give you this message, Tiffany. Understand this and hear it from my heart. And hear from the spirit that's about to speak to you. It ain't about the church building, baby. When you say get back in church, it ain't about church building. God ain't calling you to a church. He's calling you to him. Understand this. The message wasn't, hey, Tiffany, I need for you to go back into the building. It says, Tiffany, I need for you to connect back with me. See, because he is the one that's going to have you. It ain't going to be the building that's going to have you. It's going to be him that's going to have you every single time. And the screaming out you said, let me tell you what he gave me about that. When you say you were screaming, when you say you was hollering, but he was there with you. What he's telling you, as long as you let him have it. You can let it go. You can scream if you want to. You can cry if you want to. Understand this. He said 2 words: I will never leave you nor forsake you. You know what that means? No matter where you at, you could be in the belly of a beast. He will never leave you nor forsake you. You could be at the top of the mountain. He will never leave you nor forsake you. But he's letting you know, baby, you can let go. See, people always talk about it, but they don't really understand the meaning of let go and let God. Because once you give it to him, when I say give it, sometimes we don't want to give it because we think the pain is going to be too much. See, the hardest thing to do is to give up something, because it's kind of like regurgitating. You know how hard it hurts when you're throwing something up? It hurts hard. But what he wants us to do is let that thing out. See, when you let it out of here, and you give it up to here, oh, he got you. See, understand what you said is so true. He will never put more on you than you can bear. But I'm going to tell you something, Tiffany. Please don't pick up no extra load. What that's saying is he ain't going to give you more. But sometimes what we decide to do, we're going to pick up something. See, God has blessed you, and he has given you a gift. And he says one word: Tiffany, what you going to do with it? I done gave it to you.
Right.
I'm with you. See, even when we ain't with him, even when we say, you know what, I'm going to leave you over here, he just like a shadow. He going to follow us because he knows I still got to be there to protect my children. He ain't going to never go nowhere. He going to be right there. I ain't telling you nothing that somebody told me. Okay, I can only speak from this old boy right here. Because this old boy right here, trust me, baby, I was in the hog pen. I was eating the slop. I was there, been all up in there. Ain't no shame in the game. See, but let me tell you something. Where you are and who you are, it is your story, your journey. It ain't for you. This is not for you.
Somebody else. It's for somebody else.
Come on. Because he already know you got the strength to do it.
Right.
He already know that. He ain't going like, look, let me go give her some more. He already know, because he has already instilled in you. Before you were created in your mother's womb, he already know this day would come. See, we mess up because all we see is from the beginning to the end. Trust me, my God sees from the end to the beginning.
Right.
I'm sorry, I ain't mean to.
No, I like it when you drop the gems and you take us to church. Yeah, Tiffany, Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, is there anything that you want to that we need to be a part of coming up soon, or you'll keep in touch with us and let us know if we need to be out there with our signs? Let us know when we need to be there.
Okay, well, we have a not so much of a protest, but we're gonna be. I think I'm not quite sure what freeway we are gonna be on, but we're gonna go and we're gonna hang up posters. We're gonna show everybody who Jalen is in Houston, Texas. We're gonna also. They have a habit of trying to turn the narrative around on the actual. I'm gonna call him the victim, and to point out everything that was bad, but they don't never change the narrative on the police. So if you notice that I've been going and Googling and finding different things that this police has done this before to another black man, handcuffed him and kneed him in his eye socket, and he tore up I forgot what bone it was, but he messed this man eye up. So this is not the first time that this police did this. So now he went to a grand jury and they indicted him, fired him from the Houston Police Department, went back in 2019. They went to another grand jury. And my question is to that, why? Why did that happen? Because at the end of the day, he should have went to court like everybody else. Like if new evidence came up, it should have still went to the court. So I have a lot of questions. So with that being said, I'm turning the narrative and I'm gonna expose who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've been doing. So we're gonna go out there on October the 7th, which is a Saturday, and we're going to put posters everywhere. We're going to put posters on the freeway everywhere. So if y'all see any freeway shut down, that would be us.
That's gonna be y'all.
'Cause
Shut it
we
down.
shut it.
Well,
If,
that's
if
Tiffany.
we shut it down. We shut it down. If we can't get no answers, we gonna shut it down. So that's where we are at. And then on this coming Saturday, as far as my singing, I'm gonna flip the script a little bit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This Saturday, I will be at Legacy Cigar Bar. So if y'all know someone that want to come out and hear me, please do. Please come out. It's Tiffany Rachal and the Elements of Soul. We're going to bring the house down. We're bringing it down. So come out, please, please, please come out and support me. I think that's in Missouri City.
I've
I'm
been
not
there. I
sure.
just don't remember what area
Right.
that is.
I'm not really sure what area, but it's Legacy Cigar Bar. And then October the 20th, I will be at my first concert, like at my first big concert at the
The
arena.
Arena Theater.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
Super Bowl. That's the Super Bowl Southern Soul artist that's gonna be out there with Tucker, Jeter. It's a whole lot.
I
Lacey.
saw that flyer. I think I
Um,
posted it. I just shared it.
yeah, Tasha Mack.
Tasha
She gonna
Mack.
be on there. Yes, it's gonna be lit.
That's gonna be a big one.
So yes, I'm excited. The JBE is in the house. We're gonna be in the house and we're gonna represent. So that's a good one. Come on out, get your tickets. Don't wait. Go ahead and get your tickets because it's already up. So
Right.
and then I'll be ready to go on the Jeter Jones cruise. I'll be
Saw
gone for a
that.
whole week.
How nice.
The October the 9th through the 14th. So I'm pretty
Mhm.
busy. I'm pretty busy, and I just thank God for allowing me to use my gifts, to give my gifts, to share with others, and ask that He continue to just bless me to not get sick, not get weary, and to keep on moving and keep on
Yes.
pushing.
I want to just
Amen.
before you. I'm sorry, 100, but let me just say this before you end. I can't see the names, but it says praying for you and your family, and justice for your son. So sorry about your loss. Keep fighting for your baby. You are not alone. Sending hugs. Someone says you have a testimony. Wow, God is with you. Miss Julie said, "Don't." Oh, he was telling you not to apologize, 100 boy. And she said, "God has you, Tiffany."
Thank you.
And someone says,
Thank you.
bless you, Tiffany. I just want to make sure God blessings to you, Tiffany. So we have lots of people wishing you the best. So
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for supporting me in this fight. Thank you guys for coming out. For those who do come out and support me in my singing career, I appreciate it. I love you guys. And don't ever think that it goes unnoticed. I'm not one of them uppity artists. I am for my fans. I am for the people. So thank you guys for your prayers. Thank you. Last week was one of them trying weeks again, one of them weeks. And I got a lot of prayers and I got a lot of phone calls. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much.
I need to ask you one more thing before I turn it over for the last time. Southern soul and R&B. Do you consider yourself both, or are you a Southern soul artist?
Well, my thing was I didn't want to place myself in a box
Got it.
because I can sing country, I can
Mm-hmm.
sing jazz, I can sing zydeco, I can sing whatever I want to sing. So I just say I am they gave me a name. Um, I'm trying to think. I just y'all give me a break because
It's okay.
I'll be
It's okay.
I lose my thought in a minute.
Yes, me too.
Um, golden voice of Southern Soul. So I am the golden voice of soul. So I
Gotcha.
just let people know that I can sing anything.
Right,
Anything
right.
that I want to sing. If I want to sing the sun goes down on my side of town, I can sing country.
That lonesome feeling comes through my door, and the whole world
Yeah.
turns.
Blue. Yes, so I'm just all over the place. I'm gospel. It's wherever. And notice when I do sing, I always try to end with a gospel song to let God know that He gets the glory in everything that I do. So
Definitely.
I just thank Him, and mainly thank Him for allowing me hey, because anybody that go through the tragedy that I've been through, honey child.
Can't help but give thanks. I know I said that was the last thing I was say, but I gotta say it because you just said that about singing your last song really, really quick. Not Kenny Lattimore. Oh my gosh. You got Kim, the singer Kim.
Yes.
I read his book, and so he has had lots of things happen in his life. Right, he was on drugs, blah blah blah. But he believed in God. God got him through all of this stuff. Right. So at the end of his concert, he does a gospel song or two. Well, he found out one of his members of his band didn't like it and was talking about it, didn't like it, thought it didn't fit. And he told him, I love you, but you got to go away because I'm going to continue to sing a gospel song. I still always have to remember God, what He did for my life. So I've got to dedicate this part of my show to Him because I wouldn't be doing this had it not been for Him pulling me out of that deep, dark spot that He was in. So I appreciate that. Yeah. All right, Kid Boy, take us home.
Well,
and let me tell you my favorite song before he take us home.
Okay, what is it?
It is Lord, I will lift my eyes to the hills, knowing my help. It comes from Him.
Yeah.
And He is the source, He is my strength, and that is my favorite song that I will continue to sing. So whenever you are weak, whenever you're alone, whenever you are going through, sing that song because God is always our source and our strength.
Yes.
And that's pretty much all I have to say tonight. Thank you guys for allowing me to come on this show. I appreciate it. I appreciate it and thank you. And I love you guys whenever
Thank
you
you
need
so
me.
much. Yes, thank you so much, Tiffany. We love you. Take care of yourself and let us know if you need us.
Thank you. Thank you, Country Boy.
Now, hey, look at him. Now, look here. We gonna have to get together and do one of them old songs.
Come on, do it.
Get y'all a TikTok. Well, go back to
They don't know what
practice.
they got over here.
Go on back to practice so they fire you.
I will say
Okay,
this,
thank
Tiffany.
y'all.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. Thank you for
Taking
coming.
time
We
out.
You
appreciate
gonna say
you
you
so
wanted
much.
to say something? I got 2 minutes.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
want to say this. Thank you so very much, and know this: that if you ever need us, man, right here, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I told you I don't say nothing behind the scene that I won't say up front. So if you ever need anything, if you ever need a ear or you ever need some words, Old Country Boy's right here for you, and I mean that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he's for
Thank
real,
you.
Tiffany.
Thank you so much. Now
Yes,
tell the people to
ma'am.
go
Yes,
play my
ma'am.
music.
Yes,
Southern
And I
y'all.
Affairs.
go play her music.
Yes.
You know, when I
See
do
y'all
my
later.
reels, I add some of your music to them.
Okay, yeah, y'all go ahead and play
Bye.
Southern Affairs and go on and lead by Tiffany Rachal. Thank you guys for your support. Y'all have a good night.
All
Thank
right, be
you,
careful
thank
out
you.
there. All right, thanks.
Man, look
Let's see.
here. Uh,
Yes, we did.
what
Go
what
ahead. So you give what you did. Talk to us. Tell me what you think. Give us
I was
them
just gonna
gems.
say
Come
that.
on.
Hey, that was definitely you never know what you're gonna get. And I will say this, y'all, here we are again, Monday night. Football ain't got nothing on this. I already told y'all, forget the NFL. You got it right here. But I will say this on the for real. But by the grace of God, there goes I. What do you mean, country boy? Just because it was over here today, it could be right here tomorrow. That's for each and every one of us. We should never ever get so removed or so high and mighty that we think that see what one person goes through, man, there by the grace of God go I.
Mm-hmm.
His grace is sufficient. There by the grace of God go I. Never get so high that you want to look down upon somebody. Never get to the point where you think that you got it all together. Ain't none of us, all of us, a one-click shot. We one click away. We one click away. We all will go through something. That's why when we got to learn how to forgive. We got to learn how to be open. We got to learn how to let things go. Because guess what? There, the grace of God go out. How about the grace of God? You can't be looking. See, let me tell you something. You know, many people see, and they may see Miss Tiffany out there, and they see her out there, and she's singing, and they may never know what's going on. See, we all got something going on. We all got something in our life. Let's not get so that we think that we can judge somebody. Ain't none of us great enough or big enough or bad enough to judge another. Because you don't know. You don't know how many tears another person's pillow has caught. You don't know. You don't know what they had to do to put a smile up on their face before they walked out their door. You don't know. You don't know how hard it could have been for them to get up, to come out, to do whatever it may be, to go to a job, to perform on stage, to come do a podcast. You don't know. But if you want to know, then look at yourself and say, you know what? I go through some things. Guess what? We all go through some things. But the thing about going through is when we can show kindness to others. We can show some love and respect to others. Because you don't know another person's journey. You don't know another person's journey. Just because they got on pretty shoes, they might only have 2 toes. You don't know. You don't know.
I listened to a podcast today that said that remember I was telling you about Slay Girl Slay. She kind of talked about that today about, you know, you don't know because people, they dress up and look cute and have their lashes on for the podcast. But you have no idea when they turn. First of all, you don't know what it took for them to get on it. Yes. And then once they get off, you don't know what they're going to go deal with.
Right. It's true. It's real. And that's in all of our lives. In all of our lives. Nobody is immune. Let me tell you, I don't know why nobody's immune to hurt. Nobody's immune to pain. Nobody's immune to loss. Nobody's immune to disappointment. No one is immune.
Yep.
No one is immune to this. The Bible already says, the word says that we all gonna have some. It's already been written. We gonna all have some of this stuff. We all gonna get some. We all look at here. What they say, come get some. We all gonna get some. Come get some. It's all here. But when we show compassion and we show love and we show courtesy for one another, that's what eases the pain. You know, and I don't know how many of us really ask somebody that question, how are you?
Facts.
My buddy that was on the show a couple of weeks ago, Pat, Mr. LeBlanc, we're bridging the gap. He's got an organization, and he said they're starting it. It's called Ask Twice. See, because the first time, you speaks about how you doing. He says later on in the conversation, come back again and say,
how you doing?
Ask twice.
Mm-hmm.
See, some folks don't even want to ask once because what? They too busy with what they going through. They don't really care to ask you how you doing because they don't really care because they so consumed with theirs. Understand something. Sometimes we release the pressure of thinking our issues are so grand when we ask somebody truly from our heart how they doing, and we figure out, you know what, this little thing I was sitting over here worried about wasn't nothing. I'm sitting over here about to be complaining and all frustrated because I ain't got but 2 eggs. Here goes somebody ain't had nothing to eat in a week.
And that's another thing why you have to be careful what you say and how to say it to people because you don't know what they're dealing with.
Yes.
You have no idea. Like what you're saying, I think about the children sometimes. Some of the teachers don't stop long enough to see a kid that's acting out, to stop and pull them to the side and have a little conversation with them to see what's wrong with them, to know maybe they're hungry and they're grouchy because they're hungry, or are they being beaten? Is somebody in a house? I mean, there's just so many things people can be, children can be going through. And so when you say that, it came to me with children, when you say, do they ask? Some of us educators, teachers in the classroom, we're so busy just saying, oh, they bad, get them out the classroom, take them to SAC, take them to wherever they're going to take them to get them out the way. Take a moment to see what's going on with the kid. And I mean, the kid could just be bad, but I'm just saying you don't know that until you have the conversation. And I learned that as a wraparound specialist. Just, I think I told you, a little girl, she always was happy, whatever, but this particular, she just blurted out, this whole grown man is touching me. And I had to ask twice because I was like shocked. Because I've heard it, but who's been around it? But I asked her again, that I took her in the office and had a conversation with. But my point is, I had done something previously that I think made her feel trusting to say that to me. I always ask her, hey, how you doing? I pull her aside, have conversation with her, I do different things. And I'm not talking about me, but I'm just saying this is as an example to even adults, but children too, to ask them, check in, do a check-in. And I talk about that all the time. We talk about mental health. Yes. A check-in. Don't be moving so fast. I know we all hustling, bustling, but those few little words just to see and actually ask and actually want to be interested in knowing. Don't be, hey, how you doing? Then when they get to talking, you, oh, okay. You got to really be, what word would that be? Present.
Yes.
In the moment.
In the moment.
Be willing to listen and be willing to hear.
And I will say this, and it hit me.
Mm-hmm.
When we don't pay attention to the little kid and we don't ask them what's going on with them, what they do is they start to internalize and hold that thing in, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And who do you think that little kid turns into? It turns into that grown person that holds that stuff in and starts to internalize it. That's how it works. But it starts, we have to be willing to ask. We have to move ourselves out of the way. We have to move ourselves out of the way and be considerate of others and what they could be going through. Yeah, some people are just ugly and mean, nasty. Some people are. But we don't have to be.
Yep.
We don't have to be. So as my old boy say, ask twice. Ask twice.
I like that. I must have missed that part. I probably got distracted because y'all didn't say my name that I was gonna be at the walk. But we getting ready. You know, I have to do Country Boy like this. But let me just say this. I have to be the bad guy and say we gotta go. But first of all, I ain't ate. I ain't had nothing but a tuna fish sandwich today, and I'm about to starve to death. So
well, you got
and I'm really, if y'all see this not really happy face on me, I ain't had one. This is not a Mountain Dew. It's not a Mountain Dew. It don't even have no fizz in it like a Mountain Dew.
Go, Lord.
What I want to say is that Country Boy hasn't been invited this weekend to his friend Patrick LeBlanc, right?
Yes.
Okay. Patrick LeBlanc is he has an organization that recognizes and brings mental awareness to the forefront. And so he's having a first annual walk, and it's going to be in Dallas. And Country Boy taking me with him. So we're gonna be in Dallas, and I'm gonna walk. He not gonna walk. But guess what, Country Boy, I thought about? I was, I'm packing. So I found my little overall short set. I might grab my boots and my doggone overalls, and me and Country Boy might do us a TikTok video with my overalls.
Hey, there it is. That is.
But in all seriousness, I'm excited about it because one, I like a good walk. I love a walk. I really want to do some skating, and Sheba is representing someone that's having a skate event this weekend. That's for charity. Right. And we're gonna be in Dallas. But anyway, I wish I could do both. I don't know. Can I get back in time to go to the skating point? But so we're really excited. It is still, you can still register for the walk, or you can still go on and register to make a donation. This is the first annual. It's a great cause, giving money, working in the community to give to think about mental health. You know, mental health is it's a big deal now, especially since COVID. So many things are you know, anxiety, depression, right. All of these things that are happening. You know, suicide went up. I don't know the numbers. I'm gonna say 1 million times what it was during COVID. So anyway, Country Boy, what's the name of the organization?
It is Bridging the Gap Foundation.
Building the Gap, because we want to end the stigma. We want to end the stigma about mental health. It's not anything to be embarrassed about. And I must say that I am so excited that people are being more open and speaking about it, because that's the only way that it can come to the forefront and we can get help for it. So that's my words and 2 cents on that. But no, tomorrow's Wednesday. No, tomorrow's Tuesday. Wednesday, I will be on chatting it up with Roger Chopper Law. He is an awesome singer, and he ain't just a singer, he is an entertainer. I went to see him on Saturday evening, and he's an entertainer. He's gonna make sure you have a good time. Country Boy, you got something for Wednesday?
I do. I have coming to the table the next sheriff of Bienville Parish. He will be elected the next sheriff of Bienville Parish, Louisiana, down there. You know, you got to keep law enforcement on your side. So
keep on your side.
Henry Ford, he's running for sheriff of Bienville Parish. What a name. I know, right? Sheriff Ford. He's running for sheriff down in Bienville Parish, Louisiana. So he's going to be on the show. He's also a good friend of mine, classmate. I am excited to have him. This will be his second go round. I did what?
Okay. No. Someone's give me keep going.
This will be his second go round on the show. So I'm excited to have him coming back. So it's going to be an exciting time. And yes, this weekend we will be in Dallas. And I'm gonna say it again. Old Country Boy did say this, so I'm gonna say it again to all of y'all that might be listening. Bridging the Gap Foundation is having a walk this weekend. Old Country Boy put his big mouth, put his old foot in his mouth. He said this: if Bridging the Gap can get 250 people to sign up for the walk, Old Country Boy will be in Dallas walking across that bridge in his cowboy boots and his overalls. Now if y'all want to see Old Country Boy walk across the bridge this weekend, I'm gonna do it. If y'all 250 people sign up, Old Country Boy gonna do it. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna be running my triple trap. That's about the only thing I'm gonna do. If we don't get 250, I'm gonna be running my mouth. The show will be broadcast live next Saturday. So we will be on live this coming Saturday. We'll be on live Saturday all the way from Dallas. So it's gonna be a wonderful, wonderful thing. Other than that, that's all. I guess we're gonna try to get back in time for her to do the skate thing. I don't know. I ain't doing no skating either. Only thing with wheels on it gonna be a vehicle for me. I ain't finna be following any of that. But
no. You don't skate, Country Boy?
Yeah, I do.
Oh. Then what you talking about? Oh, whatever. That's not skating. Boy,
I ain't skating.
Lord Jesus. Anyway, that was so funny. I was trying not to, I'm trying to work on not answering my phone after hours no more for work. But I'm glad she called, because tomorrow there's testing on campus and some kind of way people forgot to tell us. So I got to figure out how to tell people, don't come tomorrow.
Oh, all right. I sure it's testing us.
Unless we go in and do some line
well, anyway, that's how the Old Country Boy got tonight.
So we doing some big things, got good big things coming up. We even have a date in November for our resource fair. We're gonna tell you more about that. Yes. I mean, we doing things, and Country Boy really doing things. And I just love that he lets me tag along so I can become famous like him and all these famous people.
I just be bold girl, and I don't know nobody.
When Tiffany said they're gonna shut it down, you were saying we're gonna be hollering Tiffany. I was thinking about you going around Jack's talking about Sheila. No, not over there, Sheila, over here. Over here, Sheila. I'm like, Lord, this man is calling the Texas state representative. He just calling her like she ain't nothing. But she came on. She did exactly what she said. But see, that's people like me that's all prep and proper. The Lil Diva. We don't get nothing done. It take the country, but the Louisiana Country Boy to say, Sheila, now you know that is not where we at. We over here with lights.
Come on over here. You know where we at here. Come on over here and sit down. I got you a seat right here.
Well, I gotta say one more thing, y'all. I keep saying one more thing, but this is another thing. I'll say another thing. One, I do want to thank Tiffany so much for coming on tonight. She was at rehearsal, so it went way better than I thought it was gonna go, and she was able to be herself and open up and be transparent. I'm really happy about that. I'm so glad me and her have been trying to get together to do the show for a very long time. So I'm really happy that it happened. And I must say, hopefully we're gonna catch her out and about, and we're gonna stop her. You know what we're gonna ask her? What you think we're gonna ask her? What's your favorite question?
What's your why? I'll make that.
We're going to get out there and we're going to get her to tell us what our why was. So we didn't get to answer tonight, but I did like the other question that you posed to her, because I think that's a question that everybody should be asked. How are you? Not all the stars and the shiny stuff, but how are you really doing? Yeah. Outside of all of that stuff, how are you doing? You know what I mean?
And I will say this, and I thank God that, again, I believe so much in this platform, and I believe so much it gives people the opportunity just to
be who they are.
It's transparent, because what you got to see tonight, whether y'all know it or not, is y'all got to see her. You got to see her answer that question open and honestly.
Very open and honest.
And that's what it's about. Because let me tell you something, grief is real. Grief is real. And healing is real as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a process to both.
It was so powerful, though, the words when she said, I don't know what that looks like, and I'm afraid of what that looks like. That means you're afraid of being, you're afraid it's going to be. I talk about this too, and I'm not going to go too deep on it, but there's something in my life. And I talk to you about what I'm afraid of. It's a death of someone close to me, and it makes me say sometimes I don't. And it's kind of what she said. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what's going to happen to me. Will I survive? You know, that kind of stuff. So when she said that, that just I had hair was it was a few times hair was ending up on my arms, and I was like, you know, I still ain't the crier, but I definitely felt the tears welling up because it was such a one. Knowing her like I know her like out and about, to see her so vulnerable and being just the sweetheart that's just a regular schmegular person was powerful for me. Nothing wrong with him. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying the point is she's always strong, and you know she's the diva, and to see her let go and do that was more than I could have asked for with this show, to be honest with you. It was just very powerful. So on that note, Party on the Sea. Party on the Sea. We just skipped, we went down and came back up. But anyway, Party on the Sea. Guys, I am throwing a cruise, putting together a cruise called the Party on the Sea, and I'm taking one of the most popular bands in H-Town, The City. They are a live music band, and they sing old school music, but to an upbeat tempo, more modern kind of thing. Like they do a little maze, they do a little this, do a little that, but they're amazing. They're very energetic. I always talk about I do not like going to bands when they watch, when they're on stage drinking. Give me a band from the time they start to the time they end, they are entertaining me. And this particular band, with the exception of going on a break, they're going to give you a whole show. They give you all of them the entire freaking time. So they're going on the cruise. We're leaving out of Galveston March the 7th, which is a Thursday. We're returning on Monday morning. You can still go to work if you need to. We have the comedian Lil Daryl, who is absolutely hilarious. I always say he can walk across the stage, I don't say nothing, I'm just gonna be laughing. He's very funny, very cool. I'm gonna be posting that interview really, really soon. And what else we got? Oh, we got the Steppers Lounge. Have you ever seen people do Chicago stepping? Remember back there, Stepping in the Name of Love with R. Kelly? That wasn't really stepping, but it's like that. It's something like that. But we're going to have that. We're going to have the Steppers Lounge on the cruise. My friend Ron Brown has agreed to join me with this venture, and he's going to be teaching Chicago stepping classes on the cruise. We're going to have somebody teaching a little bit of line dancing. We're going to have a masquerade. But I mean, we going to do it. We going to show Carnival Cruise Lines what it is to party on the sea. Also, there's only $150 deposit that's due upon the time that you book. And prices start at $620, which per person. Let me tell you, because I've had people call me and think they just paying me $620, and that's for both people. No, it ain't $310 per person. It's $620 per person. But you get the full vacation. And one thing that I pride myself in is that I have things planned, but I also have the schedule open enough to where you can enjoy all the benefits and have the full Carnival Cruise Line experience. We're going to go to Cozumel. We're going to hang out on the beach. I'm going to go find me some zip lining, but y'all can hang out on the beach. I don't know why I don't really like the beach. It be little things on the beach. Anyway, maybe I find that one with the black sand. Maybe I like that, but I don't know. It be things in the beach, in the sand, that be bothering me and touching my feet and stuff and sticky thing. Anyway, so Party on the Sea. Let me know. Go to soyouwannadance.info@gmail.com. It's all over there. Find me on the internet, on Facebook, Instagram, all that. I would love for you to go. If you get 10 people to go, that means 10 cabins, though, you can get 50% off of your balance. So, okay, if you're not interested, please pass it along. And teachers, educators, this is one for you, because this is spring break. This is during spring break. So come on with it. Where can you go on a big vacation and get all this stuff, all this band, all this for $620 per person? Nowhere. And Thursday night live. I don't normally do this on this show, but I'm going to do it tonight. Thursday night live, all new Thursday night live at Chicago Bar and Grill. We got some great bands. Come out and see the great bands. Now, Country Boy, I'm going to let you take us home in the magnificent way that you do. Do you got a new microphone? Have you bought you a new microphone that you ain't told me about?
Hey, Tiffany Rachal. When the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling comes through my door, and the whole world
Are you gonna
turns
sing all the way to Dallas?
blue. There's a rundown bar across the railroad track. I got a table for two way in the back where I sit alone. Think of
Okay,
losing
so we
you.
gonna make sure we gonna stop singing Neon Moon because that they say that's the
We
only
know the song. Get out of here.
that's the only song black people know, only country song we know. But I got one for you. You know the yeah, I got a couple for you. K Michelle got a really good because you got two good country songs. I'm gonna show you those so you can sing those. But anyway, I love Neon Moon. I'm really joking. I do like Neon Moon. I just wish I knew the words, but I used to.
Oh my
Go ahead,
Lord.
take us home, country boy, 'cause I gotta go eat my
Look
food. I'm
here.
hungry.
Oh, country boy, I want to just say I thank y'all for tuning in. Again, thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so very much for your openness, your honesty, and your transparency. Um, it was it was needed. It was needed. Not I'm not saying for you, but for us. It was needed. Thank you so very much. God bless you. Continued success. Continue walking in your destiny. And continue to unlock your why. Speaking of why, I'm gonna say this. She didn't talk about all her stuff. Old Country Boy gonna talk about that.
Go
Look
ahead,
here.
go ahead.
In October, Old Country Boy, y'all look. I'm taking donations because in October, Old Country Boy, it's for bail money. Old Country Boy, I'm gonna get on speaker. Old Country Boy is going to Washington D.C. In October, so I'm taking donations because
You
I'm
ain't
gonna be the
taking
one.
me there though.
I'm gonna be the one at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, hanging on the fence. So if they come get me now, y'all make sure y'all Cash App or Zelle
We ain't gonna
or
cash app because
Easy-Pon.
cash app
What's the
messing up, so you might not get your money. So we're gonna do Zelle.
Okay, well, whatever y'all need to do, just send it to the bail bondsman. So I'm be the man on the fence. They be like, there's a country fella on the fence with some boots and overalls on. That be me. But I'm going to Washington, D.C. To speak at a conference up there. I'm very
So
blessed. I'm
excited for
very honored.
you.
And that's in October. Also in October, y'all stay tuned for a very wonderful announcement that I pray that my co-host help me finish up with, that I'll be making about something that I'll be offering to the world. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I pray that it will be beneficial to the world, that it will help us, each and every one of us. Also, hopefully next week I have another announcement about some things going on. Is it October? Yes, in October, an event coming up at the end of October, um, right here in Houston. And in November, is it November? And in November, there's a wonderful, yes, y'all go out and support. There's a podcasting gala that's coming up in November. Man, y'all go support this man. One marriage, two hustlers. Hustler, hustler, hustler.
And
Hustle.
Mr. Why
Hustle.
Not Now, Mr. Why Not Now, and Miss I know it's Grace Girl. I always say Grace Girl, but that is not the table. Keep on going, Mr. Why Not? Why my time is now? I'm gonna tell y'all.
Yes,
So I want to have the right thing to
say. And One Marriage, Two Hustlers. They have a podcast gala that's coming up in November. First ever here that they're recognizing people that are in the industry. So man, there's wonderful things going on here in Houston. Wonderful things, and it's a blessing. It is a blessing. It is a blessing. So and I can end that by saying this: if God has given you a vision, if He's giving you a vision, if He's planting something inside of your heart, then you go for it. Don't worry about what people tell you can't do. Don't worry about what people don't believe in. Don't worry about what people don't support you, because your vision is to reach someone. Your vision is there. If He's giving it to you, He will provide the provision. You just keep on going. You just keep on going. You just keep on going. Don't stop. Don't stop. And I'll tell you this: if nobody else tell you, we'll tell you right here that we support you. We support you. We support you 100%. Lastly but not leastly, you know how I'm gonna leave it. Here it is, 9:24. Ooh, got to get up off this thing because I got to go call the old executive producer. Look here. If you woke up this morning and you pop your eyes open and you clench your ears out, you was trying to hear something but you didn't hear it. That's okay. And if it was rolling throughout the day and you're looking around and all you heard was horns blowing and people screaming and all the ugly stuff, well, look at here. You done made it to 9:24 here on a Monday night. And we done kick Monday Night Football in the butt once more again. We're going to do it every Monday, once more again. Here it is, 9:24 on a Monday. And we're going to tell you right now, look at here, beyond the shadow of a doubt, without any question, we love you. We love you. And we love you unconditionally.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
What she said. what she
Can I
just
go eat
said.
you know what I got to eat tonight?
Roast.
I got my roast ready. And I got my yams from Your Mama's Soul Food, and I got my glory greens.
She finna have a whole country meal.
It is late at night.
Hey, well, I thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lil Diva. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again, Tiffany.
Thank you, Tiffany. We love you so much, and you got us. Let us know if you need us out there walking. Well, I don't know. Country Boy ain't gonna walk. He gonna send me to walk, but he might come.
I run my triple trapper.
Yeah, you know what, Tiffany? Next time you have something, you need to tell us to come and bring our live podcast where you at. We know how to do that very well.
We do it.
You can do that, and I can do the walking. I can do the walking, and you can do the talking.
I got
teamwork made the dream work.
There it is.
Bye, y'all. Good night.
Bye. We out of here. I guess I got to